In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate.
Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 3, number 109, narrated Salama Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu. I heard the Prophet saying, "Whoever intentionally ascribes to me what I have not said, then surely let him occupy his seat in hellfire." Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 3, number 110, narrated Abu Huraira Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu. The Prophet said, "Name yourself with my name, use my name, but do not name yourself with my kunya name, that is Abul Qasim, and whoever sees me in a dream, then surely he has seen me, for Satan cannot impersonate me, and whoever tells a lie against me intentionally, then surely let him occupy his seat in hellfire." Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 3, number 111, narrated Ash-Shabi Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Abu Zuhaifa said, "I asked Ali Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu, have you got any book which has been revealed to the Prophet apart from the Quran?" Ali Raziallahu Ta'ala Anha replied, "No, except Allah's book or the power of understanding which has been bestowed by Allah upon a Muslim, or what is written in this sheet of paper with me." Abu Zuhaifa said, "I asked, what is written in this sheet of paper?" Ali Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu replied, "It deals with the diya, compensation, blood money paid by the killer to the relative of the victim, the ransom for the releasing of the captive from the hands of the enemies, and the law that no Muslim should be killed in qisas, equality in punishment for the killing of a disbeliever." Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 3, number 112, narrated Abu Huraira Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu. In the year of the conquest of Makkah, the tribe of Khuza killed a man from the tribe of Bani Layth in a revenge for a killed person belonging to them. They informed the Prophet about it. So he rode his Rahila, she-camel, for riding, and addressed the people saying, "Allah held back the killing from Makkah." The sub-narrator is in doubt whether the Prophet said elephant or killing, as the Arabic words standing for these words have great similarities in shape, but he, Allah, let his apostle and the believers overpower the infidel of Makkah. Be aware, Makkah is a sanctuary. Verily, fighting in Makkah was not permitted for anyone before me, nor will it be permitted for anyone after me. War in it was made legal for me for few hours or so on that day. No doubt it is at its moment as sanctuary. It is not allowed to uproot its thorny shrub, or not to uproot its tree, or to pick up its lookout falling things, except by a person who will look for its owner, announce it publicly, and if somebody is killed, then his closest relative has the right to choose one of the two, the blood money, diya, or retaliation having the killer killed. In the meantime, a man from Yemen came and said, "O Allah's apostle, get that written for me." The Prophet ordered his companions to write that from him. Then a man from Quraysh said, "Accept al-ikhir, a type of grass that has good smell, O Allah's apostle, as we use it in our houses and graves." The Prophet said, "Except al-iddikhiri, al-iddikhir is allowed to be plucked." Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 3, number 113, narrated Abu Huraira Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu. There is none among the companions of the Prophet who has narrated more hadith than I, except Abdullah bin Amr bin al-As, who used to write them, and I never did the same. Sahih al-Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 3, number 114, narrated Ubaidullah bin Abdullah Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Ibn Abbas Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu said, when the ailment of the Prophet became worse, he said, "Bring for me writing paper, and I will write for you a statement after which you will not go astray." But Umar Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu said, "The Prophet is seriously ill, and we have got Allah's book with us, and that is sufficient for us." But the companions of the Prophet differed about this, and there was a hue and cry. On that the Prophet said to them, "Go away and leave me alone. It is not right that you should quarrel in front of me." Ibn Abbas Raziallahu Ta'ala Anhu came out saying, "It was most unfortunate, a great disaster, that Allah's apostle was prevented from writing that statement from them because of their disagreement and noise." Note, it is apparent from the hadith that Ibn Abbas had witnessed the event and came out saying this statement. The truth is not so, for Ibn Abbas used to say this statement on narrating the hadith and he had not witnessed the event personally. See Fath al-Bari volume 1 page number 22 footnote. See hadith number 228 volume 4. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 1, book number 3, number 115. Narrated Salama raziyallahu ta'ala anha. One night Allah's apostle got up and said, Subhanallah, how many affliction have been descended tonight and how many treasures have been disclosed. Go and wake up the sleeping lady occupants of this dwelling, his wife, up for prayers. A well-dressed soul in this world may be naked in the hereafter.